Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. I'm here finishing up Logan. This is the last few races. Part of the reason I usually only show the last few races is because the beginning races really are not that interesting. They make it very easy for you. You can get pretty far pretty fast. And then right near the end is when things are going to get tough and interesting. So up to this point, which is race 52, 51 is only a 10-second run. Now, mind you, both of these cars at stage 5 only, both of the lock-ins can hit about 10s. However, from 10 to 9, you're starting to look at stage 6s. But to get into the low 8s, which is where this is likely going, you're going to need more than 2 stage 6s. You're going to need a lot of stage 6s. So just how difficult does it get at the very end? Most likely pretty difficult. I mean, again, I kind of explained this to you when I did my take on this, that this will be a difficult event near the end, not in the beginning. The good news here is if you have the 2 cars and if you're not a completionist, you can actually get pretty far and get quite a bit of resources out of the rewards. Although the rewards will never pay for you building either car, nor will it give you enough fusions to get either car really this far. So take that for what it's worth. You're going to have these cars built before from some other event, or just because you've had the cars for so long that you've just been trickling parts into it. But you're definitely not going to make it through this without having to pull crates or doing something. If you're just relying on stuff from the actual races itself, you're probably only going to make it to about race 20 before you're stuck. Maybe lock in at race 30 for the second car, whatever it is, but you're not going to get much further than that. This is not designed for you to finish with half-built cars. Now, I am now near the end, right? And so far, last 3 races, which is 52, 53, 54, hasn't really been that challenging, but notice how quick it's escalating. It jumped from 52 to now from 10.7 to 9.7. So we lost a second already in performance time, and shaving a second off with any of these cars in game really isn't as easy as it sounds, particularly since if you don't have the right stage 6, you may not even get much less, a second off. You're probably not even going to get a 10th off, or maybe at most a 10th and change off. So not easy to lose a second. And when it jumps like this is where basically the developers want you to get stuck. So we just jumped another 3/10 from 9.7 to 9.4 in one race. And I guarantee you this next race, we're going to shave off probably another 3/10. Well, actually, this is a sprint. So good news is both of these cars sprint really well. Even if you're not fully built, I think if you tweak it, well, 2.1 is pretty fast. But I think if you tweak it, you can still get it without really being that built. But once you get to this point, if you're not sprinting pretty well, then no, your car's not going to make it. So here we go. Nearing the end here, I want to just see how much does it truly escalate. I mean, I have the car capable of running 8.1s. It's full capability. I think it's 7 point something, but we're now down from 9.4 to 8.6. That is a big jump. So that's another 8/10 jump in basically one race, although there was in between a race sprint that we had to complete. But now it's all time, right? These are all time runs. Let's see how we're looking on these. The Gamera here is really staying with me. I finally pulled away. That's pretty close. That's probably like an 8.3 for him. 8.3, all right? Now, I'll tell you right now, 8.1 isn't going to make race 59. It's just the way they designed it, but we'll run it and see what it does. And then we'll go and we'll add some more stage 6s into the car. I intentionally left some out to kind of give you an idea of how tough this may be. Now, the Hemi is locked in the second lock-in as well. So it looks like the first lock-in didn't get the final races. This is all second lock-in stuff. So keep that in mind, that they're actually making it harder for your second lock-in, not your first lock-in. Not to say your first lock-in can be, not built, but it's just not as demanding as the second lock-in is facing. So I put in the 2 top stage 6s before. If we put in one more stage 6, which is tired, I should now be in the 7.9. So let's take a look. 7.861. Now, assuming I run that, it should be good enough for that particular event. Challenge, it's probably still going to be orange or red, but let's see what it is. Orange. Orange means pretty beatable. So let's go ahead and go for it. Okay, here we go. Now, naturally, I still need to run it well so I actually get this done. But 0 RPM drop, I think runs dyno, so I should be good. All right, so 1,000 bronze keys. That's pretty good. That's worth 250 bronze keys a pull. That's only, well, it's not that much. Well, 100 a pull, that's 10 pulls. But most of the stuff that you want for a car upgrade or something, you're looking at 700 for tier 5 per pull. That's 1 pull. So 1,000 keys sounds great, but really when you're spending the bronze keys, they go pretty fast. Okay, finals. We just need to get through this. Basically, if I just at least run my time, I should have more than enough to beat this. This guy here is basically fully maxed, which I think it is fully maxed. And then my second card's pretty well built. So let's see what we can do. Might still be tight, but at least I'll beat it. Let's go ahead and let's get that 3100. Beat this guy. Woo! He's already on the move. And he's coming, but he's not that quick. Okay. Alright. So here we go. Just like that, we have now completed the event. 15 gold keys. But it takes 10 gold keys at a time. 15 is like 1.5, which, it doesn't hurt. Alright, we did it. We got the Weaver Custom Chevrolet 3100 Nauti-D. Okay, Jerry's going to be really happy. I don't know why Jerry's going to be happy. It's my car. Alright, let's take a look. It's, of course, gray. People really like gray. I mean, I don't know. It's this kind of a gray. I mean, on an older truck, I guess it's not terrible. But why didn't they make it a different color? Oh, well, anyway, gray is okay. Silver, gray, whatever. It's a pretty cool truck. And again, this was a SEMA winner, which is why Natural Motion picked this truck. Pretty cool engine set up there, twin turbo. Yep, definitely a lot of work went into this truck. It's not, it's a custom job. It's really cool. The sad truth is I could build this, but unfortunately it's not very good. So I'm going to go ahead and let it sit for now. I will need it if I ever want to go for the final prize, but given how much the rest of the legs of the event are designed in a paid event format, I'm not too keen on the idea that I'm going to make it all the way to the final reward prize car. The one I am going to go for is the Chevelle, which will be a good car, and the Mustang should be a decent car, and I should have the cars all ready for those. But if I run into an actual paid hurdle, I would have to evaluate whether I'm going to go forward. So that's it. That was the final runs to win the Weaver Custom 3100 Nauti-D. Understand that you're not going to get there without 2 nearly max cars for the 2 lock-ins. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to make them. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like my channel and like this kind of videos, subscribe, hit the bell, and you get notified when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.